How different is this Utah offense under Dave Christensen?
It is what it was. You know, they're committed to running the ball. They got a physical offensive line. They got some really good running backs. At the same time, they got a quarterback that, you know, when he gets hot, he gets hot. And he's got some really good receivers to throw to. So, shoot, for a defense as hungry as we are right now, and as eager as these guys are to prove to the world kind of who they are, who they want to become, it's a great challenge for us. It's the perfect team for us. It really is.
How much has Ish raised his game defensively since last year before that?
He just continues to get better. He's one of those like coach's son types, you know, just savvy, just understands the game at a high level. You know, and that's not by accident. The guy works his absolute butt off. I mean, he's the guy. If you see me, I'm always behind the DBs, right? He's that guy. I hear him just like he's working that hard, and he's communicating, and he's running to the ball, and he's trying to become really the leader of this defense, you know, from the back end, and he's doing a great job of that. It's fun to watch him work every day. It really is. What happens on Saturday is just a byproduct of what he's done out here in practice.
I know he said before that he's kind of motivated by anger and people doubting him, that sort of thing. Have you seen him be maybe a little bit more controlled about that? I know he's a physical guy. He's going to mess with guys.
I think he's just gaining maturity, as all these youngsters do. You know, at the end of the day, it's 18, 19-year-old kids, you know, that are just learning their way and finding who they are as football players, and probably more importantly as men. And he's definitely finding his own little niche, which is he's been just invaluable to us on defense.
What was your impression of Tack McKinley last week?
It's good. I mean, shit, he plays his butt off. I mean, he's got great physical skill. It's just a matter of getting him up to speed with our scheme, and once we do, it's going to be, you know, he's that guy that can give us that added element as far as pass rush is concerned. You know, we gotta get our guys going a little bit. You know, we ran out of gas a little bit last week. You know, it's like we sit down and I love our offense. They're explosive. Noel over here, you know, he's dialing up 80-yard plays. You know, that's just in the back pocket now. And so our pass rushers over there, they take 2 seconds break and then boom, and then they're up again. You know, so we end up losing a little bit of our edge as far as the pass rush is concerned. But we're gonna get that back, and all of our pass rushers are eager to do that.
How much do you take into account fatigue when they're playing 100 and so plays when you're assessing how the defense did?
Right. I mean, you take into consideration for sure, you know, but at the same time, we got to be better at maybe getting a better rotation, you know, whatever it is. There's a lot of different ways we can do this. You know, changing the way we rush them a little bit, applying a little bit more pressure. It's one of those things, though. It's hand in hand. You go into a game and you start accumulating plays. It's like the pass rush starts to slow down, and then the DB starts to have to play off because it's like, man, I don't want to get beat deep. So you end up, you know, giving up some stuff. But it's great to be around these guys on a daily basis and see them work and how committed they are to be great. And you know,
someone at Arizona told me that playing the up-tempo style, playing against a team that's a little slower pace like Utah, they almost got antsy, which kind of threw them off their game a little bit. Do you prepare a little bit differently in a week like this for a team like Utah that doesn't play quite the same tempo as Arizona State?
Our service stuff is slowed down a bit, you know. We still got tempo to it, but it slows down a bit, which it's different, you know, because you're so accustomed to, we go all through training camp and we see our offense and they're always on the ball, they're always rolling. It's just super fast, so it's almost like, what's going on? Why isn't the ball snapped? You know, and it does. It's a different mindset. It's a different approach. But I think our guys are gaining the maturity now to understand that. I think that will, they're excited about this one. Yeah, they're excited about this one.
When you guys made the decision to move Ish to kick returner last year late, could you notice right away, like, oh my gosh, we kind of tripped into something special with this guy?
We knew he was always going to be special at it. It's one of those things where it's like, he's our starting corner, he's our starting safety, he's our starting nickel, you know? What more can you ask from him? And all of a sudden you put him back there, and you know, there's always the thought in the back of your mind, knock on wood, right? That something bad would happen, we'd lose a valuable guy in defense. But he is just so dynamic. You just
can't not have him.
You can't not have him. You can't. I mean, he is super special.
Cool.
All right, guys.